Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So with my recent attitude change to all things algorithm, as in I don't care about the algorithm, I thought it would be really good to do something a little bit different every now and again on my channel. And my thought is to create more of a kind of documenting the season type series. So starting with autumn. And I'm thinking it's going to be titled, I don't know, probably events in autumn. And then I can do events in winter, spring, and summer. And the whole point is to document the season, yes, from a weather perspective, but also from the changes that we get in each season. So, welcome to chapter 1 of the Events in Autumn series of photo trips. And I have an amazing start here. Look at the weather conditions that I've got. So I've come to my local heath, firstly because this time of the year, I know this place always gets nice and misty. So the thing I'm coming here to capture, firstly, are the amazing conditions. And there's not a cloud in the sky. So I'm going to get some really nice light. And the good thing I like about this location as well is that the sunrise is in that direction. But I love shooting in that direction because I'm really not always a massive fan of capturing the golden light. I like the kind of blue, purple, pink tones that you get. Now, the other thing I want to do, and I want to do this with all of my chapters, is really capture the essence of, yes, the weather conditions, but also the essence of, the location. So what I'm going to do here, because this location is really, really popular with dog walkers. I think if you own a dog and live within, 10 kilometers of this area, I think you're legally obliged to walk your dog here. So with these misty conditions, it means I'm going to get some nice dog walkers walking through the mist, which has a couple of big advantages, really. Firstly, it's going to look really good. And secondly, it does mean as well, even though I don't take photos of people's faces, but it means as they're walking away from me, they're going into the mist, and therefore I don't have to worry so much about privacy rights and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. But yeah, amazing conditions. So because I am here quite early, it is blue hour. What I'm doing is trying to capture, the early morning conditions. And that does mean that I get some nice minimalist shots. That's what I'm looking for at the moment. So I want a lot of the shot to be pretty hidden by the mist. Try and get the nice colors as well, with some of the trees coming in, from the distance or maybe mid-frame. I don't know. I'm just kind of playing around with things at the moment. And for this, I'm actually going handheld with my camera. So I'm just boosting the ISO up to about 400, 500, something like that. Going down to f4 because, as I said, I'm looking for something minimalist. So I don't need depth of field on this. And that's giving me a shutter speed of about 1/50, which with the in-camera stabilization and with this type of minimalist shot is easily good enough for this. Just as a PS to what I've just been talking about, my tip here really is to put the camera in manual focus for this, because when you're taking these minimalist shots, obviously there's not a lot for the camera to focus on. So manual focusing mode is really going to help you there. And what I'm doing is just focusing on some of the grass that I can see in the foreground. And as I said, for the background, it doesn't matter that I'm focusing on the foreground at f4. Wow, the pinks and blues were amazing. So those conditions have kind of gone a little bit now. But what I'm going to do is going to wait around because the sun will be coming above those trees that you can see behind me here. And this is one of the benefits of local knowledge, of course. And I know that it's going to light up parts of the heath. It's obviously going to either intensify the mist or, well, it probably will do because sunlight hitting the wet grass is going to make the mist a little bit thicker. And then hopefully I'm going to be able to capture the dog walkers walking through the mist. So welcome to the Woodland chapter of Events in Autumn. So as the name suggests, I'm on my way to the woods, and I'll show you in a minute, but we have some nice misty conditions. I don't know about you guys, but I actually prefer early autumn when you have different variations of green and some of the trees are starting to change colour completely than I do late autumn when everything's kind of gone to brown and orange. So I've been working on some areas outside of the woodland, just because that's where the mist is sometimes thicker. Well, most of the time it's going to be thicker outside. And also inside the wood itself, looking for shots really that, yes, sometimes include the woodland floor, but I've also been pointing my camera up much higher. In fact, I mentioned this in my recent woodland video. That's why I recommend a taller tripod, because sometimes it's better to get the shots that don't include the wooden floor. And when you have mist, it doesn't really matter regarding the sky because the mist is creating separation anyway, and you're getting mist rather than sky in your shots. So it's also great this time of the year just to get close up in the woodland. So I'm just working on the shot here. I'm kind of just staging with different leaves. So I'm experimenting with one leaf and a little pine cone there that I found. And also there's some obviously leaves here that are more yellow. So sometimes I'm putting a combination of three, sometimes just keeping the two, and just really playing around with this kind of stuff. I really don't mind this kind of more staged style photography. Bitten by things as well, but anyway, it looks pretty good. And I'm actually shooting f/16 on this because I'm trying to get everything as sharp as possible. I really don't want to focus stack, although I may take a couple of shots at f/11 and focus stack as well. So obviously no audio in the last part of the video, mainly because I want to try and keep everything below 10 minutes where possible. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And as always, thank you for watching and see you next time.